Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 105 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm your host here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic. We are back. And
better than ever.
Better than ever. At least, like, more official than ever. I don't know that we're better. It's been a while.
Stained.
It's been a while. I'm still going to sing. So the last time we podcast, we had Nick Shafani. Shout out to @Nerd901 Nick on to talk Royal Rumble predictions. But we haven't sat down and actually done a video game podcast.
Since 2017?
Was it since we announced Phase 2? I think it was.
I think we did one podcast this year, but it was
and
basically
it was the
just
Royal
to
Rumble.
announce. Well before
right,
that,
okay.
But it was just, I don't think we've talked games since 2017.
It's been a while. We felt the itch. We put the bat signal up, and here we are. Yeah, we've gotten some new equipment. We finally got a Windows PC. I still owe you for that. As soon as we get the money, I'll pay you for that.
I know where you live.
Yep, got the Windows PC. We switched to a USB mixer. We kept the Zoom in the family. Ernie, the Blurb Without Fear. Shout out to Ernie. YouTube.com/Blurb Without Fear. Go check him out. Ernie
Taking good care of it.
Yeah.
Taking good use with it.
Ernie needed something that was going to be more, what's the word?
Mobile.
Time to go mobile. Time to go mobile. Then he's got a USB mixer too, but he wanted a Zoom, so sold that to him. Got us a USB mixer because, I mean, we don't need to go mobile. At first, I had dreams we were going to go mobile, but I mean, if we ever go to E3 or something, by that point, it would mean we can afford to buy another Zoom. So,
Or we can borrow it.
Or borrow it. Yeah, it's fine. So we got that. We got the Windows PC. Hopefully you've noticed the Let's Plays / the Versuses that we've been doing have been a little bit more higher quality.
Hopefully.
I think they have. We had some issues with these new mics in the last couple Marios, but we definitely figured that out in the last couple Versus. So that should be good, and this should sound good too. We got some new lapel mics. We've been using them in the Let's Plays. We want to use them here for the podcast just because it's easier to just move your hands. I don't know what to do. What else? Yeah, so what if we...
I got a question.
Yeah.
Are we ready to move on to the witty banter?
I think we're already bantering wittily.
Have you seen Black Panther yet?
No.
Okay.
I haven't.
Moving on.
I haven't seen it. And so here's the thing. We planned on doing 5 or 6 movie reviews this year. The first was going to be Black Panther. Didn't work out because both of my boys had basketball playoff games that night. Sean went without me. Sean, what did you think about it? Spoiler free, since I still hadn't seen it.
Yeah. It was very good. I almost wish it wasn't as hyped because it could never live up to that. And there are people that say it does, and that's fine. It is very, very good. Would it crack? It's not in my top 3 Marvel movies. Maybe in the top 5. I'd still put it behind Avengers, Civil War, Winter Soldier, Guardians.
Homecoming?
Probably Homecoming. Yeah, I don't even know if it's in my top 5, but it's right out. It's probably 6 or 7. It's very, very good.
The problem is all their movies are good. It's not like you're saying...
that's exactly.
Is it better than every DCEU movie?
Besides Wonder Woman. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's up there with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's actually very... You draw a lot of parallels with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, if there's anybody watching this besides him that hasn't seen it yet, obviously you don't need to hear it from me, but go see it. It's very good.
Yeah. Maybe now that sports are done, maybe the boys and I will go this weekend.
And I got my movie pass. So
you did
go. I'm in.
High five.
Or that's not a high five.
High. Like we never missed a beat. A couple of white guys trying to high five. So yeah, no, I haven't seen it. And Avengers just got moved up a week.
Yep.
Sean won't be able to see it, at least with me. So again, we were going to review Black Panther, and then we were going to review Avengers Infinity War. I didn't get to see Black Panther with Sean. Sean's not going to be able to see Infinity War with me because Sean and I both have some international travels coming up for work.
Yep. I'm global.
I'm going to Portugal the second week. What?
The country?
Did you say the man?
It's a joke.
Oh.
There's a band called Portugal the Man.
Oh, okay.
But you're going to Portugal
The country. So,
Country.
So I'm going to Portugal the second week of April, and then Sean's going like everywhere. For how are you going for 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
2.5.
2.5 weeks.
I'm going to Tokyo, not for work, China for work, Germany and Switzerland for work, and then just hobnobbing it around Europe after that.
Nothing
Maybe
like some hobnobbing.
Probably going to Amsterdam. That should be fun. But yeah, it'll be a grand old time. Assuming it happens, nothing's booked yet, so I'm still kind of worried. It's supposed to happen, but if it does, I'll be back with a full report. And if not, we'll be back with a full report of Infinity War. So we'll see.
By the way, speaking of things not being booked or broken, hopefully, or whatever you said, this table still has not been fixed yet.
I almost don't even want to knock on it.
I know. This table needs to be fixed. We got some new brackets. I just haven't done it. So we're probably not going to be able to review Infinity War either. We're probably not going to review a movie until freaking Aquaman comes out in December.
Well, what's after? Not that
Solo.
it's worthy of a review.
Solo.
Well, but I was going to say Marvel. Is Ant-Man next?
Yes.
I finally actually watched Ant-Man. I've had it on my DVR for about a year. It was good. It was fun. It's one of those. It's exactly what I thought it would be. It was just fun. It almost had nothing to do. Like, it's barely a superhero movie. It's just like a fun.
It's just a Paul Rudd movie.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, now that I've seen it, I'm looking forward to the next one. But it's not like I'm not gonna go see it Thursday night.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. Solo, I can't.
I don't know.
I'm almost to the point now where I was originally saying I don't know what to think, but it's Star Wars, so I'm going to see it. And then I'm like, well, I'll probably see it, but I'm not going to see it opening night. I don't know if I even care to see it now. Everything from the previews just screams like episode 1 pod racing. That's like all I can see when I see them. I'm just like,
he's not Han Solo. That guy is
nothing
not
like
Han Solo. He doesn't talk like him. He doesn't act like him. The Millennium Falcon is going through space, and there's a giant.
and it's a different. Do you notice it just looks different?
It's supposed. I heard
I'm sure
some
they
people were
explained
saying
it,
there's a
but-
reason for it.
yeah.
But then, like, they're racing away from this giant, like, space worm thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not. No, this is like the casino scene all over again. I'm not really feeling that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see it. I don't want to see it. If I do see it, it will be solely nailed it, so that we can do a review for y'all.
Yeah.
I will probably end up seeing it, just because.
Do the boys care?
I'm trying to tell them that it doesn't even exist. I'm not even letting them know that it's a thing,
Fair enough.
because I don't want to. I don't care.
Yeah.
So we've got world travel coming up, maybe an Avengers review. I'll go see Black Panther. I want to see it. It's driving me nuts. I'm so thankful that people have not, other than the fact that, spoiler alert, Bucky's not in it. Spoiler alert over. That's the only thing I've had spoiled for me. And that's disappointing, because I assumed that would be the post-credits, and he's not even in it. So I'm like, well, crap. So that's the only thing I've had spoiled for me, which is really not a spoiler. It's like
an
lack
anti-spoiler.
of a spoiler, but
Yeah.
whatever. So what have we been up to, Sean, on this channel?
On this channel?
On
This channel? Well, we finished this past week. Wait, when is this going up?
Tomorrow.
Earlier this week, we finished up our second season, if you will, of Mario Mondays, playing through Super Mario World.
Did you see Brent's comment?
No.
He said play through the Star World 100%. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to leave that up to Sean. Also, we haven't unlocked it all, and also, I don't think I'm built for that.
Have you played those levels?
Aren't they all secret exits or something, weren't you telling me?
No, they're just very difficult.
That sounds right up my alley.
It's almost like Lost Levels kind of thing.
God, no, I'm not.
It's not like weird Mario Maker level difficult.
Yeah.
They're just difficult. I don't know.
I have no interest in this at all.
So we probably, most likely definitely will do a season 3. So stay tuned for that.
We got some ideas. I mean, we know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But let us know if there's something
Super
that you
Mario
want to
Sunshine.
see. Yeah, no, I will never play that game. Got some ideas, or an idea. We have an idea, but then I've got an idea for. I've got an idea for season 4 too. After that, but whatever. Speaking of difficult games, we'll talk about that here a little bit later. I think the next thing I want to do is the thing that we kind of talked about earlier. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Stay tuned for that, Ernie, if you can't guess what I'm talking about.
Oh, that. I didn't know what you were talking about.
But so we finished up Mario Mondays. I think we both did finally say, actually, we do think World is better than 3. I think I just hadn't played World enough. I had played Mario 3, I don't know how many times in my life, and I don't know how many times I'd beaten it. Most of them were when we were young.
Well, it's weird because they're both fantastic. They're both 10 out of 10.
Yep.
And it's weird because it's like World isn't that much better than 3, but at the same time, it is definitely better. Like, there's no part of me that wonders if 3 is better. World is definitely better, but it's not that much better.
You're talking two 10 out of 10 games.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, that game, it's better than I remembered. Mario 3 was too, but like World, I was almost like, yeah, I guess it's been a while since I've played through it, whatever. But I had a lot of fun playing through it. Like, it's even better than I remembered.
World is much better than I remember it. And it's not that I don't remember being that good. Like, I bought it on my 3DS a year and a half ago, whatever it was, when we went to the wedding in North Carolina, and I played it on there and got through like the first 3 worlds. I stopped at the Force of Illusion, I think. And it was fun. But again, playing it on the 3DS, and the 3DS, as much as I like that system, it's not ergonomic at all. You know,
ergonomic.
Yeah.
Those stupid commercials.
Kind of.
Ergonomic.
Can you do these? Sorry,
what was that?
It's a PewDiePie joke. I've fallen into the PewDiePie well.
Oh,
it's like ever since he went after Logan Paul, and I was like, yeah, Logan Paul sucks. And PewDiePie nailed him on everything. And then like PewDiePie made a vlog of when he went to Japan. It was 30 minutes long. I didn't watch it, but like you can tell just skipping around a little bit. I'm like, this guy gets in Japan, like he's whispering. He's not being a jackass. Right, he's not throwing dead fish on people. He's not breaking Game Boys and then trying to get his money back. Like, he's being very respectful. Like, this guy gets it. Like, I want to go to Japan so bad. I'm so jealous that you get to go.
Definitely going to that Final Fantasy museum too.
Yeah, shout out to me for telling me about that.
Shout out to this guy.
So we did the Mario Mondays. We did our Versus series. We've done how many episodes now? 3 or 4?
4?
So we did Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Castlevania.
Yep.
Contra.
And Turrican.
That was probably, for me, the most fun, just because that was like no experience.
Those were the closest to being. I mean, Super was new. That's the only game that we've done so far that I had not played. And Mega Turrican had been
20 years.
Actually, many years since I left. So they were both kind of new to me.
Yeah.
Whereas the other 6 games were all very much not new. Yeah. So that was probably my favorite one so far. So
it was a lot of fun. I also liked the Contra one because I didn't have to suffer through that. God bless you and Ernie. Again, shout out to the Blur Without Fear, youtube.com/Blur Without Fear. Ernie himself. Also go to patreon.com/Blur Without Fear. Hook him up over there. Oh, Contra Hardcore is stupid. It is ridiculously hard. And I felt like I was so happy watching you guys play through that and not having to play through it myself. It was ridiculous.
It is very much one of those games that is just difficult to be difficult. It's not even, I won't say it's not fun, but it takes away from it that how difficult they made it.
If you could select more than 3 lives and there was a difficulty select,
that would change 30 lives or even 10. It's doable, I think. But
I do think I figured out. I've read up on Genesis codes, because the only things that are loaded by default into the Pi are Pro Action Replay. Excuse me, they do not work on the Genesis, but I figured out how to download the Game Genie codes to it, and those do work. So that might open up a whole realm of possibilities. But yeah, Contra was fun. Ninja Turtles was the first one. We've got how many more episodes in this season? I think 6, right? Didn't we?
I think we came up with 10.
10?
So 6 more.
Yeah.
What's the overall score right now? 3-1.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo?
No, 2-2.
Is it?
Because Mega Turrican and Castlevania Bloodlines.
We did give. Okay, wow.
Yep. Now, but to counter that, the first sweep went to Contra 3: The Alien Wars.
Yeah, that one wasn't even.
It wasn't even close. And I there's a couple others that are going to be that way, but it's still going to be fun to go back to some of these games.
Yeah.
And then we did our first top 10 episode. A little bit of controversy on that one. We didn't have Metroid on there. I just don't think Metroid on the NES is very good. Speaking of which, Colin Moriarty, my boy, he started his new podcast series, Knockback, which when you hear Knockback, what do you think?
I don't know.
Castlevania is what I think. And he's a big Castlevania guy, so I don't know if that's how they picked it or not. But Colin Moriarty, God bless him, said that Metroid on the NES is better than Super Metroid. And there are some things in this world I can tolerate, and there are some things that I can't, and that's one of them. Colin, I love you so much, but you have lost your mind. I can't even listen to an argument about how Metroid on the NES is better than Super Metroid.
That is like, I mean, it's even more crazy, but it is like saying Zelda 1 is better than Link to the Past. But you could make an argument there.
I think you can make an argument. I don't think you can make one.
There's nothing that Metroid, just like Zelda 1, does nothing better than Link to the Past. There's nothing that Metroid did better than Super Metroid.
I agree.
Not a thing. And it's not a bad game. It was almost just ahead of its time.
Yeah.
That game had no business being on the NES. They didn't even put a map in it. There's no saving. It's just, it doesn't feel like Metroid.
You can't, if you want
It's groundbreaking. It's a lot of things, but it is not better than Super Metroid.
And if you want to say Super Metroid is overrated or something, that's fine. I can listen to that, but you can't say Metroid's better than Super Metroid. But we did our first top 10 list there. We're going to have our second top 10 list coming up in the next couple weeks or so.
Sometime soon.
Those just take a lot of work. I edited the first one. Sean's going to edit the second one. Going through it, I was like, dude, you need to set aside a lot of time for this. Mm-hmm. But it's fun. I love it. I mean, it's exactly what I want it to be. 12, 13 minutes long. We were really proud of it. So check that out if you haven't yet. We've got another one coming. That's a fun one. And then we've got some more planned from there. So. This is a part of the podcast where we ask, what have you been playing? And we've been playing a lot because it's been a while. Shadow of the Colossus.
Haven't beaten it yet.
Dang it! I beat Shadow of the Colossus.
It's a game where when I first played it, I'm like, this is awesome. And now, I don't know if it's just because I've spent a couple weeks away from it, because we both kind of got back into GTA all of a sudden. But thinking back to playing Colossus, like, I'm going to go back and beat it. But part of me is almost just like I feel like it kind of gets old. Like, for the most part, it's what I expected, but the boss, every battle is just kind of, it gets a little repetitive. It's beautiful and the story is cool, whatever, but it's like, there's a big thing, climb up on it, find the blue thing and stab it. And
then go find the other blue thing and stab that.
Right.
I think there are 16 Colossi.
There's 16?
I think they easily could have gotten away with 12.
I thought there was only 12.
Maybe
so
10.
Maybe not even halfway through. I'm through like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are some that are amazing. I do have to say, this game's sitting at like a 92 on Metacritic. It's a little too high. Maybe it's because I didn't play it on the PS2 that I don't have the appreciation for how groundbreaking it was at the time.
That could be.
But like IGN gave it a 9.7. I'm like, no. Like, really good, emotional. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil anything because you haven't beaten it. But not almost a 10 out of 10. Not even close. 8. Solid 8 for me.
Yeah.
Maybe up as high as an 8.5.
I just thought all the battles were going to be a little more intricate. I thought it was figure out how to defeat it, but it's really just figure out how to climb up on it. And then once you're on it, stab it.
The 2 best battles that there are, you haven't gotten either of them yet. They're not your size, but they're much smaller. They're just a little bit bigger than you.
Oh, really?
And those are the 2 most fun because they're obviously more agile than these big honking, gorilla things.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I finally played through it. I'm definitely happy about that, but I already delete off my hard drive. Like, I don't want to go back and do any of the time attacks or anything like that. I'm like, I played through it. I'm glad I did it. Also, why the hell do horses control so crappily in video games? Why can't I just control Argo like it's a car? I know a horse is not a car, but come on.
The only thing I can think about it is that they're doing it on purpose.
Because horses are hard to ride in real life? Yeah.
Because, look at GTA. It's almost like driving a horse is almost like riding a horse is almost like driving like a
bike,
a bus or something in GTA,
okay.
as opposed to driving like a banshee. Something that's it's just got that kind of feel, and so it's not. I've got to imagine they're doing it on purpose, but it's just not.
This stupid horse will run into so many walls, and then I like try to turn him, and he's like, I'm like, freaking turn, man.
Yeah.
Like, I still think the best horse controls I've ever had was Ocarina of Time, and that game came out 20 years ago. Twilight Princess, they sucked. This game, it sucks. Every other Zelda game I've played with a horse sucks, other than and Ocarina's not great, but it's better than the others, and that's saying something.
It's just more forgiving. Like if you're trotting along and there's like a little rock in your way, the horse doesn't just go. It just goes past it. Like you don't need to make it super realistic. Like just let me be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
Prediction: I don't think you ever beat it now, or at least not anytime
Colossus?
soon. Yeah.
I definitely will, but honestly, GTA is just a lot more fun for me right now.
Speaking of which, we've also gotten back into GTA Online.
Yep.
One of the reasons, hint, hint, is we finally figured out this whole chat link cable with the Elgato, with how to record chat audio. If you watched our Let's Play of the Metal Gear Survive beta that we did, that was us in a Google Hangout, apparently on a very low bit rate or something. I don't know. And the audio was not good, so we said, all right, let's figure out this thing. And we figured it out, so stay tuned for some newer Let's Plays of games, I'll say that. But we've both gotten back into GTA Online. I hadn't played in forever, but I got Sean to sign in because I was like, hey, there's a bonus if you sign in this weekend, you get 250,000 GTA bucks. And
when do we get that? We should have it by now.
Next
right?
time you log in, it'll be there, is what it seems like. And then that got me back into it. I'm like a level 136. It's not a legit 136. I'll just say it. Rockstar, I cheated the hell out of y'all. I did so many back when and if you played GTA Online at the beginning, you know there were so many duplication glitches where you could just sell cars for $200,000 pop over and over and over again and rack up this money and buy all these other cars. And there was RP glitches where you could just like there was ways to do this one short race. I can't remember the name of it, but it goes around the jail in a circle, and you could just spam that race over and over again and get ridiculous RP. There was other things you could do, but it's so much fun. We did some races, we did some missions. It's still so much fun. I know why I put almost 400 hours
it doesn't
into
get
that stupid
old.
thing. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
GTA?
Yeah. Since you haven't played it anywhere near as much as my dumb butt has.
I'm curious to see if nobody cheated, game the system.
Yeah.
Double puns not intended. What level would people be at?
Oh, there's people that are legit 350, 400 and higher.
I mean, I've seen people at 500. But I've got to imagine they probably...
Oh, they probably started where I did, but for the last like 2 or 3 years, they've gotten rid of all that.
But like I've played over the last week or two, I've probably played online at least 12 hours.
There are some people that probably do that in a day, and I'm not being stupid.
And I'm pretty low, and I've only leveled up, I think, like 5. I think I was about 31, and now I'm 36.
Yeah, but you're also not doing...
And that's that low.
But you're not doing
You're going to
heists.
level up slower and slower and slower the higher you get, and I'm only getting like one level every 2 or 3 hours played. And these people that are at like 300 or 400, have they really put like 1,500, 2,000 hours into this game?
But like I said, they're also doing the missions that are like the heists and stuff that give a lot of RP, and they play them on hard, and they take advantage of the weekends and stuff where they're like double RP, triple RP, whatever, all that stuff. But
yeah,
it's still a lot of fun for sure. We also got into Fortnite.
In and out of.
Wow. Not good. I see why people like it.
It's fun. Yeah, I get the appeal, but it's just it's a first-person shooter.
Well, it's third person, but
I mean, yes. Well,
it's a shooter.
Person,
it's an online shooter.
I kind of get. I didn't know much about this game other than it's just you parachute in and there's 100 people and you got to be the last one standing. I never read into it. I just didn't care about it. until I played the game, I didn't even know the whole like building was like
that's
core
that's
part.
how it started before they ever did the battle royale.
So now it makes sense, like Fortnite, like build for. I get it now. Honestly, I'm worse at that than I am shooting. Like if I'm like running along and all of a sudden I see somebody, I can at least maybe hold my own if we're both just trying to kill each other. But as soon as that guy's like, and he builds like a whole building right in front of me, I'm like, well, I'm dead.
Well, I don't know. Just kill me. I'll put my gun down.
I don't know. I definitely see the appeal. At least it's different. You can build. It's like this. I like the whole battle royal idea. Just drop in, everybody go wherever you want, but eventually you're going to be, herded into this area, and the last one standing wins, and you can like build like. I see a lot more appeal in this game than like Overwatch.
Oh my gosh,
easily.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not good at it. I'll still maybe pick it up every now and then, but I'm not good.
It might make for some funny videos though.
That's true.
If we do it, the series will be called "We're Bad at Fortnite."
Yes.
What else have I played? I just beat Sonic 1 last night, just because.
Oh wow!
I forgot what
first time. Well, I don't think we ever beat that.
I don't know that we did, and because ours broke, thanks to you jacking it out of the. That was still one of the funniest moments on this podcast where you're like, "Yeah, I got a confession from like 25 years ago." I
don't know that shouldn't have broken it. But I'm pretty sure when I did that, it never worked again. Yeah. So it's a pretty big coincidence, but
I didn't remember the final boss. Do you remember what it is in Sonic 1? The final Robotnik?
No, I have no idea.
It's the one where there's the 4 pistons, and like two of them move. And then there's these 4 electrical things that go down slowly. You just move out of the way. And then he's in one of them. You jump, do it 8 times. I thought that was just the first form. I thought the second form was him in the big, giant Robo Metal Gear thing. That's Sonic 2. That's the final boss of Sonic 2. So I'd forgotten. It's a very anticlimactic fight once you do it well. But Sonic 1, looking back on this game, Sonic 1 was really their attempt to do Mario.
And then after that, they're like, "Now we're just
going to go fast." Like you go fast in this, but really, like after, like Green Hill Zone, you go fast through that because we've all played a million times. But then after that, most of the other levels, they're platforming, they're underwater, they're these jumps that you just have to time perfectly, or there's platforms that disappear, and every once in a while you get a stretch where you can go fast, but. It's not even just not having the spin dash, although not having the spin dash is just insane in a Sonic game. It is so much more of a platformer.
But the way you describe it almost seems like it doesn't need the spin dash. Because the game
it doesn't
really
because the way they design it. You're right.
Yeah, so.
You're right.
So, best Sonic game or no?
Sonic Mania is still the best Sonic game.
Okay. Is it better than... where do you rank it then? Because people
1?
say 2 and 3 are the best, but
Sonic
now
1 is by far... of the 2D Sonics, it's like, to me, it goes Mania 3, 2, 1. And then 3 and Knuckles are... Knuckles is... I just count that as 3. Mania 3, 2, 1 for me. I don't care Sonic Generations or the 3DS games or anything like that. I don't count those. Of the core Sonic... And, Sonic 4 is actually at the bottom. That's below Sonic 1. Because that game is just...
Remember, then there's also Sonic CD.
Oh, and that is on Game Pass now on Xbox Games with Gold. So I want to go upstairs and play that on the boys' Xbox. Because that's one I want to play through. Because I've heard that is better than 2 and 3, but I got to really see it for myself.
Yeah.
The other thing, I started playing through Link to the Past. I got through the first dungeon. Got to the second dungeon, couldn't read the thing, and I was like, wait a minute, I know the book was in that building, but where the hell do I get the Pegasus boots? And then I realized...
You get it right after level 1.
I completely forgot to go talk to Sarasala, however you say it. Sahasrara. Spaghetti. I forgot to talk to Spaghetti after the level, so that was a lot of backtracking, but still, I think that is my second favorite game of all time. It is just so much fun.
Speaking of which...
Yes.
I have no good way to show it. This is the best way I can show it. I got a tattoo. You probably can't see it. It's on my leg, but it's a lot easier to show it like this than to try to get my leg up on the table.
Yeah, because then you got to unhook the microphone stuff. Oh, they could kind of see it. I just checked it out.
Oh, you can kind of see it. Sweet. Yeah. So,
do Mom and Dad know yet, or are they going to?
Yeah, I showed them.
I had a lot to. I had a lot to drink that day. I don't remember a lot. We had a cookout Sunday. That was a lot of fun. I've been told. God, you did show them?
Yeah, they liked it. My mom loved it. Dad was like, "Ah, cool. So what does this mean? Whatever." But mom was mom about it. She's like, oh my god, it looks so great.
Well, mom can always go one way or the other about things.
Well, yeah.
When it's us, we could be like, I murdered somebody, and she'd be like, oh, that's so good.
It's true.
Don't let me drink that much foam again. It was the foam. It was just like all day. I got a keg in the kegerator. So it was a lot. And I went back and watched some of the highlights from the pay-per-view. I thought I remembered all the pay-per-view. I don't remember anything about it.
There was not much memorable.
Nia and Asuka, all I remember was Nia going through the wall. I have no idea how Asuka won the match.
She did a Hurricane Rana and pin. I don't know.
I don't even know. So anyways, and then the other games, there's probably some others I've been playing, but the other ones that stick out for me is just those versus games made me want to go back and started playing through Mega Turrican again, although I made the mistake of playing it on easy and you can only get through level 2 and then you got to start over.
Right.
Went back and played Ninja Turtles a lot. I played Ghoul Patrol a little bit last night.
I fired that up once and I'm like, nope.
It's not the same.
I don't know why. I mean, it is.
It is, but it's just not.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even beat the first level. I'm just like, this isn't for me.
What else you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of stuff on the Pi. I still haven't finished Terranigma. I actually started Link to the Past, and I know it's sacrilege, but I got to the first temple, and then I was just like, actually no, I beat the first temple, and I was like, yeah, I'm done, and I just and I never went back. I started Super Metroid, and then after about 10 minutes, I'm like, no, you know what? I want to do Zero Mission.
Oh, I gotta go back to Zero Mission.
You haven't played that yet, right?
That's the one I got probably about an hour into it. Way back after I beat Samus Returns, I started playing Zero Mission, and then whatever else came out after that. Yeah. Oh, Odyssey I think came out, and then I was just playing Odyssey, and then I never went back.
So yeah, I've started a bunch of games. Haven't really finished many, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of GTA. I need to get back into Colossus. I played some Fortnite. That's about it. I haven't really played much that you haven't, I don't think. But yeah, I played through Resident Evil 7 again. That game, I loved that game. I think it was my number
3. We both had it
3. 3 or 4?
I had it 3. You might have had Mario 3. Did you have Mario 3?
No, I had Mario at 4 or 5.
We both had Mario 5. Okay.
I think Resident Evil may have been number 3 for me.
It was 3 for me. Horizon was 2, and Zelda was 1. It was really 1 and 1A,
But bottom line is, I really loved that game. That was before I played through it again. I think it was actually... I don't know if it was better the second time, because that first, the first third to half of that game is unlike anything I've ever played. And it was turned down a half a notch just because I knew what to expect. But it was still just terrifying, not quite as much as the first time, but still very much terrifying. But also, in knowing what to expect at the end of the game, it almost just made the whole game better because it wasn't as much of a letdown. I knew I wasn't expecting it to keep up this crazy pace through the whole game. And so, not expecting it to, I was able to just enjoy it for what it is at the end. And God, that game is really, really good. I couldn't put it any higher than 3. It's not better than Zelda. It's not better than Horizon. But God, that is a really good game.
I don't remember. Do you like this better than 4?
Yes.
Okay.
It is my favorite Resident Evil.
I definitely like it better than 4.
I mean, they're almost hard to even compare. But no, it's my favorite. And now, if you remember months back, I was saying I wanted to play through that again, which I have now. And now, the next thing I want to play through again, I'm not in any huge time crunch, but I want to play through Last of Us again. Because I remember almost nothing about that game. I played through it
I remember the
within
beginning
about
and the
a
end.
month when I first got my PS4, which was, 3 years ago now?
Yeah.
And so I haven't played that game in 3 years. I don't really remember much about it. I know the storyline, I remember the big things that happened, but I need to play through that game again too.
Yeah. I think I'm going to wait until, I think once we get the date for Last of Us 2, I'll be like, okay, I've got I feel like I can handle this again. It's just such an emotional experience, and it's so draining, but it is so good. So good. All right. would you like to get to the most important news of the year?
So far.
So there's been some big games this year. Shadow of the Colossus is one of the most highest rated games. Like I said, I think it's at a 92 Metacritic. The other two games that have just exploded in the first couple months here of 2018 are Monster Hunter World and Celeste. We have not played either of these games, but these games have just there are still people that just they cannot shut up about Monster Hunter, and I don't. I saw somebody tweeted Greg, and I think he retweeted it and was like, just watching, it was a screenshot of Greg's pause screen or something with a million things on the screen, and the guy was like, you need a PhD to play this game, it feels like. And that's me. I'm like, this game seems so overwhelming that I don't even want to try to play it. It doesn't really apply to me, and especially after I played through Colossus, and taking down those giant monsters was not as exhilarating as I thought it would be. Again, it's different in Monster Hunter because they're not as big and they're fighting you more and stuff. But no part of me wants to play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me really.
And the game I want to play, and I will get to it at some point this year, is Celeste. But I've seen some people say this game is so bleeping hard that I would give it a 0 out of 10 just because it's so hard.
The little I've seen of it, it almost reminds me of a better done and just plain better because you can use a controller. It reminds me of the stupid Trap Adventure game.
Oh,
Trap! And having to do these exact jumps and jump between the spikes, jump between the spikes, jump between the spikes, slide down a little bit, and then jump so you can land here. And it's just that would just frustrate me to no end. I'll probably play that at some point.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
IGN giving it a 10 out of 10. I think they're really the only ones that rated it that highly. I mean, it's a 90 on Metacritic, which is still obviously great.
Yeah.
But a 10 out of 10, I don't know.
That seems a bit much.
I don't even know. I
haven't played it, so
yeah. That's one of those that I wish. And Nintendo's pretty good about putting demos out. There's a Kirby Star Allies demo that released in Europe, so it should be coming to America pretty soon.
Yeah.
That comes out a couple weeks before somebody's. He won't watch. So that's an idea that I've given to people. But that game looks fun. But yeah, Celeste, I'll get to it at some point. And at some point it'll be on sale for, instead of 20, it'll be on sale for 15 or 10 bucks. And be like, okay, now I'm going to get it.
Yeah, 20 seems a little high, but I'll play it someday.
But yeah, those along with Shadow of the Colossus have been the biggest games so far this year. And Fortnite's still huge. It seems like people have been saying that PUBG is dropping off. I don't think I think that's a little bit exaggerated. The boys did get an Xbox One S, not X, but an S from Santa. And I thought I was going to download PUBG and play it, but I'm like, I don't want to walk up there and do that. It's upstairs. I'll just wait for it to get to PS4.
Pretty broken on Xbox,
I think
they fixed it.
I think they fixed it. When it launched, it was horrible. It was worse than it was on PC when it launched, and PC was really bad. But shout out to Nick. I've seen Nick Shafani. I've seen he's got a couple chicken dinners. I don't know that I'll ever get that whenever I do get to play it, but I want to play that game, especially after now putting a few hours into Fortnite, and I see how that is. And it does seem like it's more polished. Even it's still an early access game. It seems so much more polished than PUBG is. And it's also free to play. Just download it and go. If you want to buy Founders Packs and you get better for every level you get up, you get more cool gear and stuff or whatever, you can do that, but I don't know. I'm very interested to eventually get into PUBG, but I'll wait for PS4.
Yeah.
One of the other big releases that I was looking forward to this year completely flopped critically, and that is the Secret of Mana remake for PS4 and Vita. This breaks my heart because this was it. I was like, I am finally going to play through Secret of Mana.
You need to just do it. Just play the original.
I know. I've got the SNES Classic. I've got the Pi. I need to just play through it, but I wanted.
Honestly, I don't even know if I've ever played through it. I don't know if I ever beat it. I put in a lot, but see, Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, and Illusion of Gaia, and to some extent Terranigma, all just kind of blend together in my head, and I don't remember what's what. I know I've beaten Terranigma. The other three, I know I've played them all. I don't know if I've beaten any of them, but I know they're all good. I just can't remember what's what, but it's definitely a good game.
I just kind of wanted to play through it in new graphics. Obviously, I can play it on the big screen, the original one, but I want to play it with the new graphics because I really liked Adventures Mana on the Vita. I forget, when you borrowed mine, did you play through that at all? No?
Nope.
I really liked Adventures of Mana. I liked that art style. A lot of people to me, it's the same art style in Secret of Mana, but people hate it. People that loved Adventures of Mana hate Secret of Mana, so I don't know what I'm missing there. But they changed the soundtrack and stuff. There's weird tweaks, like I was telling you, like if you buy armor or something, it doesn't tell you what it actually does. It doesn't tell you what it does for your stats, so you have no way to know if you should buy it or not. Weird stuff like that. And they put out a patch, but that didn't get patched. I don't know. But it's like a 60 on Metacritic or something, just horrible right now, which just makes me sad. Maybe I will just play through this.
I would just play the original. They found it worthy to remake it for a reason, so just play the original.
Yeah. Another old Square game just got released yesterday, and it sucks. Chrono Trigger came out on Steam.
And it's the mobile version?
It's the mobile version with these ugly menus and like the graphic, like the screen parts of it like disappear randomly, and they've just got like these giant like buttons with text in it, and it's like attack. And it's like, what did you do to this game? Like there are so many people say this is the best game ever made, and you completely butchered it.
Somebody, I think it was Petty, was saying that the best version to play is the DS remake, which I don't know how different it is than the original, but that's something I would love for you to play that. But it is a true role playing game, and it is one of the best. It's like simple, like it doesn't get it all crazy. Like some Final Fantasies can get a little whatever with like junctioning and combining things. It's just you don't have to do any of that. It's just,
but it's still that battle system.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll. It's one of those I know I should.
You should at least try it to see.
Yeah. Well, if I was going to play, what is more my kind of game, that or Mario RPG?
I would say Mario RPG just because it is even more simple,
more baby's first RPG.
Yeah, it's just like attack and like special and item. Like those are your options. They're both fantastic.
Yeah.
You would probably be able to pick up Mario easier than Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
But Chrono Trigger is the better game.
Okay. Maybe sometime.
Yeah.
Another game just released this past week, and it flopped, and it makes me so happy. Metal Gear Survive is horrible. 62 on Metacritic. That
even seems kind of high.
Yeah. The user score is a 1.5. Now, granted, that's people like me that are just like, 0, Konami, you know?
Yeah.
I still don't know how to do beep, so I'm not going to swear. But, like, the fact that critics don't like critics, the whole point of being a critic is you separate all the Kojima stuff from the game. And it's just like, did you watch Angry Joe's review of it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, he just tears it. They charge you $10 if you want a second save slot. $10. Like they charge you, like it's just nickel and diming, and the game is so, like if you watched our Let's Play, remember how boring that was? And we were like,
terrible.
This sucks. It was even worse watching it back. That's how the actual game is. And Joe was saying too, like they made such a big deal of, it's co-op mode and you never got that in Metal Gear Solid 5 and blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, the vast majority of this game is single player. Tiny bit of multiplayer tacked on. Yeah. That's it. It's horrible. Now the funny thing, did you see this hidden message in it?
No.
So apparently there was a rogue developer. There's a part in the game where you get this here clipboard. That's what it's called. The first name you see on these. So these are all the soldiers that were like in your thing. I'll try to remember to insert this. I'll probably forget. But you get all these soldiers. Message me 45. Vengeful Mosquito. So basically, there's this clipboard with all these names. Hopefully, you're saying it here. If not, just Google it. It's not that hard. But it's all the people that are like in your unit that are in this alternate dimension with you, and their names are Hungry Komodo Dragon, Black Jackal, Thunder Parrot, Midnight Falcon, Gray Ostrich, Bloody Raven, Death Eagle Ray, Glacier Viper, Rampant Elephant, and Panzer Rat. All those names that I was weirdly enunciating there, do you know what that spells out? KJP forever. Kojima Productions Forever. And
Why is
then
it KJ?
Kojima.
Isn't that one word?
It's always, they've just called themselves KJP. I don't get it. The first name on the list that I didn't read is named Vengeful Mosquito. Do you remember Mosquito from Metal Gear Solid 5? Do you remember that the soldier that was named Mosquito?
No.
In the retake the platform mission, like episode 22 or whatever it is, where they introduce the FOBs and stuff, and you have to take back over, the guy who's in charge of that PMC that infiltrates you is named Mosquito.
Okay.
If you go listen to the story they tell about him after, it lines up like they were like what Yong Ye has figured out is that probably this guy who's calling himself Vengeful Mosquito is a former Kojima Productions employee who's still working at Konami that worked on this game and is just so pissed off, hates Konami. And if you just listen to everything they're saying in this 1.5 minute audio clip about Mosquito in the game, it all lines up like he was abandoned by his former employer. You know, he doesn't get any good messages from the top and all this. It's just like it lines up so perfectly with Konami. So basically there's a rogue developer inside Konami that put in this KJP Forever message to Kojima. Now the funny thing, I don't even care about spoilers. I'm going to spoil the hell out of this game right now because I don't care. And if you care, then you're probably not one of our fans. There is a connection to Metal Gear Solid 5. There's a connection to a side mission in Metal Gear Solid 5. The Wandering Mother Base soldiers are those names I just read out. KJP Forever was already in Metal Gear Solid 5. Those names were the names of the Wandering Mother Base soldiers. So what people are saying now is it's still not canon, but there is a tie in there to where the soldiers that got sucked into this wormhole then they came back, like they went into the future and then came back. There's all this time travel stuff with between the dimensions in this game. It's stupid. But those were the Wandering Mother Base soldiers, and that's why they were acting so weird. Remember how they were like...
Yeah.
So, of course, Chapter 3 exists, and Gray Fox is Snake and all that. The ending to this game, I went and watched it, along with the final boss fight, in quotations. Do you want to know what the final boss is in this game?
Sure.
Not what we hoped it would be. I mean, hoped, but assumed it would be. It's not a Metal Gear. You don't fight Metal Gear in this at all. Remember the first trailer for this game where you hear, and it like zooms up like they're looking up at a Metal Gear? It's these things called Lord of the Dust. And what they are these freaking brontosaurus-sized crystal things that are just lumbering around with these real skinny arms that are like doing all this. There's like 4 of them. And the whole final boss fight is a cutscene where somebody is telling you to target this heart, and then you shoot it with a railgun from, somehow there's a Metal Gear that got sucked in there. You shoot it with a railgun, and it does, in the tail, and it doesn't die. Then your knockoff AI pod goes and flies into the mouth because the AI pod figures out that these crystal zombie things can't die because they don't have a concept of death. So you know what the AI pod does, Sean?
It teaches it death.
High five! It flies into this Lord of the Dust's mouth, sits there, and it's like, and then the Lord of the Dust knows what death is, so then you shoot it and kill it, and it dies. I don't even know what I said it, and I don't care. Like, the only people I have seen positive about this game on Twitter have been the folks that suck up to Konami and got their press kits. I'll just say that. My boy Perfect Stealth, who I've always liked, really likes the game. But again, he thinks of Metal Gear, he just plays it for the gameplay. Well, I'm not going to be that guy's like, you're not a real Metal Gear fan, but come on, man. No one else likes this game. No one.
I mean, it sounds like it would be a terrible game. I mean, it sounds like it's a terrible game. But then at the same time, it's like, why would you do that to the Metal Gear name?
It's
like,
a fantastic question.
Just, oh, God.
And just because I really like to crap on this game, let's compare sales results. In the UK, Metal Gear Survive in its first week sold 85% less copies than Rising.
Fewer.
Whatever. Don't do the less fewer thing. 85% fewer than Rising. And it was only 5% of all the copies sold in the first week of Metal Gear Solid 5. 5%. So for every 100, that means it sold 5, if you don't know math.
Math lessons with Kevin.
In Japan, in the first week of sales, Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain, the Phantom Pain sold 400,000 copies. Metal Gear Rising, sold 300,000 copies. Even Ground Zero sold 200,000 copies. Metal Gear Survive sold 31,000 copies.
Wow. Oof.
Thanks, Konami. Thanks. And if you're wondering, yes, one of my predictions for this E3 will still be the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake in Fox Engine is coming out this year. But I feel bad. Like, honestly, it's so weird. Like, I want this game to suck because they have to know they can't do this to Metal Gear. But at the same time, there are people that are working there in this sweatshop of Konami that this is their game. This is what they tried to make. And it's not like they hate Kojima or they hate Metal Gear or anything. They were given a directive. This is what we're making. Go make it. They're doing the best they can. I feel bad for those people. But for Konami, I'm so glad this game sucks. Next item on the list. Anything you want to add?
No, we can move on.
Next item on the list, a couple quick things here. Horizon Zero Dawn just had its 1-year anniversary. By the way, this Saturday is the 1-year anniversary of the Switch. Isn't that insane?
I was just talking to my buddy about that.
Crazy. Horizon Zero Dawn in the first year has sold 7.6 million copies. Sold, not shipped. Sold. 7.6 million. I love it when they come up with titles like this, but what did they say? It's the best-selling new first-party franchise on the PS4. So it sold more than Bloodborne is basically.
I was going to say, how many are there?
Knack, that's what it means, but like nobody bought Knack. 7.6 million is awesome. Colin was tweeting today, he thinks Horizon 2 is going to be a PS5 launch game.
Yeah.
That's probably true. We'll talk about that here in a minute, about PS5. But Detroit Become Human got a launch date, May 25th. Do you care?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm happy that people are excited about this game. Like I said on Twitter, I don't care at all. I really don't. It doesn't look fun to me. It's just not my kind of game. I don't want to play it. But it does give me hope. So now we've gotten God of War's release date. It's almost out. Detroit Become Human. So all that's left of the big games is Days Gone and Spidey. And I think Days Gone is going to come out in June. Because I think that game is just go. Just get far away from The Last of Us. Just go. Some people will buy it, some won't. Who cares? And what I hope, and I tweeted this earlier, I hope Spider-Man is like a September game. I hope it comes out in the same time slot, kind of like Metal Gear Solid 5 did. So it's like, it's almost 2 months away from Red Dead Redemption 2, I should say. And the Call of Duties and probably Watch Dogs 3 and Battlefield V that just leaked today. They're going back to World War II. V for victory, I guess. Battlefield V. Get out of the way of all that. Just let Sony have the spotlight. That game's going to sell like crazy. I will buy that game day one. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
But then, so like all these big first-party games we've been seeing forever, we're finally starting to get those release dates. So I'm excited for that. PS Plus in March looks amazing. This is the best lineup they've ever had.
Yeah, probably.
On the PC, I tried to say P-Station and it turned into PlayStation 4, Bloodborne, Ratchet and Clank. I have Ratchet and Clank. I never went back and played it. This makes me, just seeing the name Ratchet and Clank's like, I need to go back and beat that. Yeah. You have got to download that game and play it.
Oh, I'm going to pick up all of these.
But we're going to try to play through, I say through, we'll never probably get through it on here because it'd be too many episodes, but we're going to play Bloodborne on the channel.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. I've never played a Souls game. You haven't either, right?
Nope.
No Dark Souls, no Demon Souls, no Bloodborne, no Neo is the closest thing to it. So Ernie, challenge accepted. We're going to die. We're going to die a lot on this channel, and I'm going to get so mad. But I can't wait to finally play that game. PS3 gets Legend of K. No idea. And Mighty No. 9 cross-buy on the PS4. I will give that a try.
Yeah, if it's free, what the heck?
Yeah.
I want to see how bad this game is. Like, I'm still holding out hope that maybe somehow it's good and the people that said it was bad are just stupid.
People like Colin that are just like, they love Mega Man and it's not
right,
Mega Man,
yeah.
So. And then on the Vita, you've got Claire, the extended cut. I don't know what that is. And you've also got Bombing Busters. And I looked up Bombing Busters. And
Sounds like Bomberman.
It is Bomberman.
Oh, okay.
So it's a knockoff Bomberman, and it's cross-buy on the PlayStation 4, so that might be a fun Let's Play also.
I gotta clear out some room.
Yep. So those are your PS Plus games coming in March, but then they also, hidden in the announcement, not really hidden, but there are changes coming to the PS Plus program. Beginning March 2009, there will no longer be PlayStation...
19.
What did I say? 2009. March 2019, there will no longer be PlayStation 3 and Vita games for free. So that must mean, Sean, that we're going to get like 4 or 5 or 6 PS4 games for free, right?
It must.
Oh, no, it doesn't. We will still only get 2 games free. The PlayStation 3 came out in 2006. So this will be almost 13 years, 12 and a half basically years since it came out when they retired the free games. The Vita came out 2011 in Japan, 2012 here. That's 7 years. Come on, guys. Like, you can't be upset. And they're also giving you a year notice and all the games you've already previously purchased for free. You still have. They're not taking those away.
Right.
They're giving you a year advance notice. And let's call a spade a spade. A lot of people that I've seen complaining about this are people that also say, like me, why is Samus Returns on the 3DS? Why are they still playing it? Why is the 3DS still a thing? Everything should come out on the Switch. Blah, blah, blah. You can't say that and then be like, no, we want free games on the Vita and free games on the PS3. You know?
Yeah.
What do you
imagine?
think?
The Vita, I guess I can understand, because there are people like you and like Colin that are hardcore Vita guys. And it's not that old. It's not that much older than the PS4.
Right. Year and a half.
If you're upset about not getting free PS3 games anymore, like, give me a break. Vita, okay, I can understand. But, again, it's free. You're not... Just shut up. You were getting something for free. Now you're not.
And
don't complain about it.
You have a year's notice.
Exactly. But if you're really complaining about not getting free games for a system that's, whatever you said, 13, going on 13 years old, like, shut up. Shut up. Shut it.
I was surprised that they did say it's just going to be 2 free PS4 games. I didn't expect them to do 6 free PS4 games. One thing I do wonder, though, is does this mean for the next year, and maybe this is a sign of things to come with how good this lineup is, maybe we start getting bigger name games. Maybe we get a year-long hurrah of PS3 games that people might have missed out on and Vita games as well. Like maybe they eventually... I bet sometime the next year, sometime the next year, Persona 4 Golden will be free on the Vita.
Yeah.
I'll download it. I don't know that I'll actually play through it, but I bet that'll be free. You know, I bet some big PS3 games, like maybe the Uncharted's will be free at some point. Or I don't know.
Yeah, they'll probably go out with a bang.
My question, though, is that does this mean the PS5 really is possibly coming next year? Are they
I don't
trying
think
to
it's
get ready
coming
for
next
that?
year. I think it's 2020.
Yeah.
I don't see how...
Because that would be 7 years. Next year would be 7 years.
I mean, the timing makes sense, but unless we hear something very soon... I mean, if we don't hear about it at E3, it's not coming next year.
Yeah.
I think it's already kind of a long shot that we wouldn't have heard even rumblings about it, and then it's going to drop next year. I would love for it to, but I think it's 2020, and I still say this is the last, not the last system that's ever going to come out, but like the last true brand new. I think everything's going to be like incremental steps.
I mean, after that, it's just more RAM and more RAM and
Right.
more like it's graphics are now a thing of the past. The PS4 graphics. I mean, you can do amazing things on the Pro, and Shadow of the Colossus was beautiful. That's one thing I didn't say. It's beautiful, but like PS3 had great graphics too. I want GTA 6. I want to be able to go in every building. You know,
Yeah.
That's the thing we always default to. But just like, I don't know. I want 60 frames per second on every game, 120 frames per second. I don't even know if your eyes can handle that. If you just
I think once you go above 60, it almost just looks
worse.
fake. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah.
That's it for the news of the week, Sean. Before we get to everybody's favorite section, though, we got a couple questions from the audience.
You, sir.
Yes. Your name is Nick? Oh, okay. Thank you, Nick. So, Nick, you have asked, will it happen? Will we ever get an MGS collection on current gen consoles? Thank you, Nick, for your question. Appreciate that. No.
Next question.
I really don't think we will. I think, especially when they did the Legacy collection on PS3, which is every Metal Gear game ever made. Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 1, download code, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, and Metal Gear Solid 4. And the best version of each of those. And I think the reason Nick was asking this, because there was the rumors, a month ago or so, that there was a listing on a website that said they were going to port the Metal Gear Solid HD collection to PS4. And it turned out to be false. It was the guys that did the ports for the Vita. Oh, I need to go back and play through that on the Vita still. On Metal Gear Solid 3 HD.
Haven't you? I thought you
Vita?
just did recently.
I started it.
Oh, okay.
I got to where I get Sokolov back, and then I stopped.
Okay.
I would love to say yes. I would even love for them to remake 4. But the problem is that game was made for the cell processor. And I think they ended up putting it on the Xbox 360 as well. But, it's so hard to port PS3 games.
Yeah, you'd almost just build it from scratch.
Right. If you're going to do that, if they're going to rebuild a Metal Gear game from scratch, I don't want it to be 4. I want it to be 1, 2, or 3. 3, probably 3, then 1, then 2, I would probably say.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Any chance?
I wouldn't say there's no chance, but I think it's pretty minimal. I don't see, you don't want to hear it, but I don't see much good coming from the Metal Gear Solid franchise again. I'm not saying it's dead.
I'm not saying survive,
but I don't think
dying.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think, I have no faith in Konami to do anything promising with that series now.
Yeah.
So, short answer, no. I don't think so. It could happen, but I would be surprised.
Thanks for opening those old wounds, Nick. Thank you for your question, though, Nick. Thank you. We do have one other question. Ernie, yes, sir. Okay. You want to know that now that Bloodborne has been announced as a PS Plus title for March, are you prepared to die?
Yes.
I can't wait to die.
This is going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. This is what I was so close last time they did a sale. It was $20. It was on sale maybe for 10 or something. I was like, ugh. And then I just forgot to buy it. And now when I saw it was free, I was in the middle of a meeting and I texted Sean. I was like, dude, Bloodborne's free. He's like, wait, what? Really? I was like, Bloodborne's free. So I am so excited for it. Like I said, we definitely want to play through some of that game on the channel. I don't know that we're going to be good enough to beat it ever. Definitely not in front of y'all because there's going to be too much controller throwing probably involved. But we'll definitely play it on the channel. I don't know how many episodes we'll do of it, but I think it'll be fun. But yes, Ernie, I am prepared to die. Thank you for your question, sir. And now, it is everybody's favorite part of the podcast. It is the time where Sean, I don't remember how to do this. Oh, it's the time when we play the It's the back of the box challenge. It's weird not having, I've never done that without the microphone here. No, I guess I did on the last podcast.
I think we did one.
Because we did the mics, but they were messed up. Whatever. If you didn't know, the back box challenge is how we end the podcast here every so often on the Two Player Co-op podcast. What this game is we take a previously released retail version of a game, we turn that around, we read the back of the box aloud to the other player. Then we bleep out any pertinent information that would give the game away or make it way too obvious. Then the other player gets to ask however many follow-up questions they want to try to determine what that game is. That is the back of the box challenge. That's what we're going to play now.
I think you read first last time.
Yeah, I don't know, but you read first because I've been talking a lot.
All right. Okay.
Damn it. I have no water.
Intrepid adventurer blank,
Nathan Drake,
just back from the blank, is off on a new journey through time. I
don't know what that word was. I can't guess.
I guess I can say it. Through time and space.
Buck Rogers.
Blank's mission to save 7 mystic tetrads while he faces the...
Oh my god, we've done this game.
we might have. While
Keep
he
going.
faces the avengers of his foiled foe, the evil Blank.
The tetrads.
Now, 3 Blank are hot on his trail through time.
Oh, 3 toads?
No.
3 battle toads.
No.
Okay.
Unfold 9 new chapters of adventure to decipher codes, solve mysteries, and battle dragons. Battle dragons with heroes of days gone by.
Oh.
Blank won't stop until the tetrads. I already said that. The tetrads are found, and the blanks are history.
Is this an 8-bit game?
It is.
Do you use a yo-yo? Yay! It's Star Tropics. Really?
No.
Oh. It's Star Tropics 2.
It's Star Tropics 2. I couldn't remember if I've done that. I knew I did Star Tropics. I wasn't sure if I ever did.
I didn't
2.
remember. Once you said tetrads, I was like, oh. I don't know
wasn't
what
sure.
those are, but...
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you would pick up on that.
I wouldn't have.
But, oh well.
Hello. You sounded like, hello.
Hello.
Jerry. All right, where's mine? Okay, mine probably won't be as easy, but this is it's a good one. And I think this is a Sean game.
Okay.
Long ago, in a distant galaxy, an alien race
Star Wars.
sent a huge world called, I'll just say it, Naju, hurtling toward Earth, loaded with a cargo, not cargo, but a cargo of mysterious life forms. During the long journey, these creatures have multiplied and become increasingly evil. And now, Naju teams with evil. Teams, T-E-E. He doesn't team up, but it teams with evil. However, deep within this complex globe are self-destruct mechanisms that can be activated to destroy it before it reaches Earth. Now, you must battle your way deep within Naju's labyrinths to destroy it. You are the blank of Earth, and your saga will become the blank blank.
Is the blank blank the name of the game?
Yes.
I have no idea. This doesn't sound terribly old.
I feel like this is a U game.
Is this like before or after January 1st, 2000?
Before.
Yeah, okay. 32-bit?
No.
16?
Nope.
8?
Yes.
Wow, okay. So it is old. NES?
Yes.
Okay. But we didn't own it.
No.
Part of a series?
Not that I know of. Possibly.
Was this game ever heard from again? Like, was there ever like a remake or any kind of...
I don't think so, but it is remembered very fondly. Colin actually talked about this on the podcast, so that's what made me think of
listen
it.
to it.
Dagan loved this game, I think.
Is it a first party? I mean, first... Is
No.
it a Nintendo? Okay. Capcom?
No.
Konami?
You'll never get it.
Okay. Is it adventure kind of game?
I mean, it is a complete... It has 2 completely separate genres that make it up. One of them has an adventure element to it, I'll say that.
Okay. I know it's not, but I'm getting like Blaster Master vibes.
Similar but different.
Have we... I know we didn't own it, but have we like... Did we rent it? Did we play this game?
We definitely played this game. I feel like you would have loved this game. Maybe I just made that up.
Do you use guns? Or like blaster, like...
Yeah.
As opposed to melees?
Yeah.
God, I have no idea. It was remembered fondly, but there was never even like a sequel or anything. We didn't own it, and it's by a random developer that I'll never guess.
It's by Broderbund.
Oh God, what did they do?
What did you do?
Oh God, that just...
It's not that they made the one game that we can never remember. They made Legacy of the Wizard. But this is not
That's what
that.
I was thinking.
This is not that.
Okay. Gosh.
It was either going to be this or Akari Warriors. Don't touch. Don't touch. I don't know if it makes noise.
Jeez. I don't even know what to ask.
So it's got two different play styles, two different, completely different genres.
Right.
So what do you think those could be?
Top down. Screaming out anything.
They're both top down, but they're still both different.
Like a overworld map and like a shooter kind of
Holy
thing?
crap. Yes and yes.
I mean, that's a weird combination.
Yeah, I know, but that was it. Trying to see if it had any sequels or anything. It is a shoot 'em up mixed with action adventure, I'll say that.
Yeah, that doesn't help. But it's not Akari Warriors.
No, I guess it is the only one. Yeah.
Was it an arcade game? Like, is it a...
Nope.
No.
It came out on a bunch of other systems around that time, but...
Jeez, so... I got nothing. I don't even know where to go.
You are the Guardian of Earth, and your saga will become the blank blank.
Guardians of the Planet.
I want to buy that game! Maybe you never did play this game.
I don't think... I mean...
The
Guardians.
The blank blank.
The Guardian Warriors.
Not Akari Warriors. Or Garden Warriors. The
Guardian Challenge. The Guardian... Is it the Guardian blank?
Yep.
The Guardian Sword. The Guardian Blasters. The Guardian
blank of Zelda.
Legend. The Guardian Legend? I mean, now that I say it, it kind of sounds
You don't
familiar,
remember
but-
Guardian Legend?
No.
Oh, man. You will remember that box art.
Oh God, that like gives me nightmares for some
It's-
reason. That
it's-
opened up some weird chapter in my life.
The community!
It's like, yeah, it's the Kamu.
I mean, yeah, look, it's a top-down shooter, and then you've got, like, Star Tropics levels as well. This is one of those cult favorite games that I thought you would have known. Now I feel bad. I should have just done Akari Warriors.
It sort of looks familiar, but what? Oh yeah, I was gonna say what made you think of this, but you said Colin.
Colin. I mean, I've always heard of it, but whenever I hear Guardian Legend, I think of Gunstar Heroes for some reason, and there couldn't be more different. Well, I mean, they're both shoot 'em ups, but yeah.
Wow.
The Guardian Legend. That's one of those now.
I remember the front of the box, but I
Yeah.
don't remember that gameplay.
I want to at least play it. I think I've got it queued up to get ready to go on the pie.
Wow.
But that's one of those I definitely want to try out. The Guardian Legend.
Guardian Legend.
That, ladies and gentlemen, has been episode. What was this?
105.
Episode 104. What? Oh. Don't throw one of them. Yeah, that would be bad. You might be able to reach that over there while I do the spiel. There's pens there.
Right.
This has been episode 105 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. Thank you guys so much for coming back and hanging out with us. You can find us on nerd901.com. Go to Nerd901. We're part of the Nerd901 family. Go to Nerd901 for all things nerdy in Memphis and around the globe. I mean, the cord's like 6 feet long. You could have done it. Obviously, also check out, like I said, youtube.com/blurredwithoutfear and go to patreon.com/blurredwithoutfear. If you like comics or if you just want to get into comics, go check out Ernie's page. He's doing great work. He's still blowing up over there. Go support him. The guy's doing great work. Obviously, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at KevinWhite24. He's at Real Sean White. Together, we're at 2player_co-op. If you like audio, you just have to listen to us on YouTube.
Tough.
Go to youtube.com/2playercoop, and if you're seeing us for the first time for some reason, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video with your friends and family. We got a lot more subs over the last month. Shout out to Colin for featuring us in his video about harassment. That was fun. Whatever. Not getting back into it. And of course, we have a Facebook page. We never update it. Facebook.com/2playercoopgaming. Go over there and check us out. See the stuff we get tagged in by the guys over at Nerd 901. This has been fun.
It has been fun.
It's been a while.
It's a good monthly or bi-monthly kind of thing.
I think so. Like I said, we got a lot of travel coming up.
Our next one will probably be E3 predictions.
Well, it'll be WrestleMania predictions.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, and that's the thing. I'm going to be in Portugal for WrestleMania. I'm going to miss freaking WrestleMania. So, Nick, I'm glad that you'll be there live and in person. I won't even get to watch it. I got to just like delete Twitter. And then the next day after work, delete. The next day after work, like Monday night, I just got to go like, I'm not feeling good. I'm going to go to my hotel room, iPad, and just...
For 5 hours.
Maybe you can just send me like the order of the matches so I know where to skip around to. Because I don't even want to look it up on Wikipedia because it'll have the results and I'll see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can do that.
Anyways, yeah, we'll probably be back for WrestleMania predictions. And then after that, because of all our travel, it probably will be E3 predictions will be the next one. But if something comes up, if they announce the PS5 or the Xbox 2 or something, we'll be back for that. But until that time, come on back. Versus, top 10s, Mario Mondays, We're Gonna Die with the Bloodborne and all that other stuff. So come on back and check all that out. But until that time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.
That was close.
I felt good. That was...
It hit you the tip of your finger, it looked like.
Nah, it didn't.
No.
But it was like the right...
It was
where I
just
wanted it.
Yeah. Not too far that way. Yeah, I don't know.
It's all right.
Too far gone. Oh, well. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
You're supposed to say...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you said it already.
Gosh.